and wedding photography in particular, because a lot of people want to know, why do photographers charge so much for weddings, you know? I mean, it's just click and shoot. No, girlfriend, it's not just point and shoot and, you know, point and shoot when you want to.
Hi guys, as many of you may know, and if you don't know, I do photography and graphic design. I went to college and got my BA degree in graphic design. I've been doing photography since I was in middle school, which is probably like 12 or 13 years ago. And this is something that I truly have a passion for. It's something that I actually do on the side. I do have my own type of business, and I'm starting it up. It's a small company for me, but I am the CEO of my own company, and it's something fun that I always wanted to do in my lifetime. I have gotten a lot of, people asking me, about weddings. I did do my first wedding. If you follow me on Instagram, Hoku, no. Girl, no. Girl, boy, no. I did mention that I did a wedding. I can't even remember when. Probably a month ago. It was for one of our friends, Doug and I's friends. If you don't know, Doug is my boyfriend. We are both photographers. I actually helped him start to do photography, and I helped him, get into it, and now we're both photographers, which is pretty cool that I thought. I have gotten a lot of people asking me why I charge so much for wedding photography, and this is a big and passionate thing that I really wanted to get out, the audience, my audience, because photography, if many of you don't know, is very expensive. It's a very expensive hobby that I got into when I was a kid. My mom bought me my first Canon camera. I was so excited. I remember the first day I got it. It was one of my birthdays. I think when I was 14 or I don't know how old I was, but it was my first camera. I started off with like a small little Sony Cybershot. I know all you guys remember those, and it was like a light blue, which is my favorite color. It's not about what kind of camera you have, but if you're starting out, start on whatever you have, and that's what builds your skills in photography and just getting that eye. Some people are born with it, some people aren't. And I've gotten a lot of compliments from my teachers when I did take a photography class. It was a film photography, but it was amazing. It was an amazing experience because film is very different from digital, girl. Film is all hands-on, and it's old school. It was a kind of a step back for me, a step back from, from being able to click. With film, you have to be very precious with your time and how many shots you're taking of whatever you're taking a picture of. So, wherever you start, just start with what you have and then build from there. As you get, more into photography and knowing the settings in manual and knowing the different settings that is already programmed on the camera, you need to get adjusted with the camera when you're first starting out. This is something I'm so excited because I'm just so excited about photography and graphic design and wedding photography in particular, because a lot of people want to know, why do photographers charge so much for weddings? I mean, it's just click and shoot. No, girlfriend, it's not just point and shoot and point and shoot when you want to. There's a whole lot. Where's my phone? Oh, I hear a phone. For starters, I'm going to start with the lowdown. For me personally, when I do weddings now, since I do graphic design as well, I do charge $2,000 for wedding photography. Now, this is just a starting price. It depends on how big, how small, or if it's medium. It really depends, because when it comes to weddings, it's a lot of work. Even if it's really intimate and just 4 people, maybe not too much work, but you're still doing a lot of work. You have to think about engagement photos. When a couple gets engaged, they want engagement photos. Some do, some don't, but I include it in my package. And basically, engagement photos are something just to show people, or to maybe put it on an invite or save the dates, or if you want to do save the date videos, or engagement videos. That's the different types of things that is included in my package and is sometimes included into other photographers and how they work. I do graphic design, so I can also in my package, which is really great to be a graphic designer and a photographer, you get the best of both worlds, and that's the great thing about it. With graphic design, I do invites, I do table settings, I do menus, I do save the dates, I do save the date videos, editing and everything like that. Edit the photos, that goes in hand too. RSVP cards. I also do, advertisements online if you want those. Some people do, some people don't if they're into social media. Ceremony programs, all of that stuff. So with that said, that's why I charge $2,000. I'm probably going to say that, a lot throughout this video. The day of the wedding, right when they wake up, that is go time. And the first thing that we have to do is do getting ready photos when the brides and grooms are in their own sections. And look at this cat. He's in the basket. I don't know what you're doing. He thinks this is like a freaking home for him. I don't get it. So when the brides and grooms are in their own sections, they are getting ready, and we have to take photos of that. We do different types of schemes, and we have to be very quick because we want every single moment of this day. And that's what the most important thing and the most risky thing is about wedding photography, is that you have to get every single moment. And if you screw it up, you can't go back. You can't just say, oh, let's reschedule the wedding. There's also ceremony photos. So during the wedding ceremony, the actual ceremony, you are constantly taking pictures, running around here and there and there and there, getting every single angle that you could possibly think of. And when it's huge, oh girl, it's even worse because you're running around huge locations. There's so many people and probably so many moments that you need to capture. The third event is when after, when they go into their, it's kind of like the between of the ceremony, the ending of the ceremony and the reception part. So in that era, a lot of photographers, they do group photos, or they also do the separate bride and groom, like singles and then together, and then the bridegrooms or the bridegrooms the bridesmaids photos with the bride, or just the bridesmaids, or the grooms and the groomsmen, crap, I can't even say it. The groomsmen with the groom. And then if there's kids, there's also those that you also need to take care of. Everyone that's in the wedding are taking photos basically, and then group photos of everyone together. And that you have to be very, very, very particular in the different poses that you do. Be very creative. Creativity is the most important thing when it comes to photography, because anyone and any who can take a photo of anything. Every technology that you can think of has a camera in it, but it's your eye. It's what you see that makes it so unique. You have to, it's something that you just sometimes are born with, or sometimes you can just train it so well and you get it like that. Once you have the eye, you can do anything. I mean, any person can just take a photo and, say, oh yeah, I'm a photographer. But it takes a real type of person that has a certain eye and knows the concepts, composition, knows how to place things, knows how to place things in the photo, frame the photo. There's just so much different things that you have to think of. That's what makes a true photographer. And photographer is something that is a title you earn. You don't just get it by purchasing a camera, an expensive camera, because anybody can do that. And then the last situation of photos in photography and wedding photography is the reception. That is probably the second important thing after the ceremony photos that you need to capture, because these are the moments that they really want to also see to make it last. The thing I like about photography is that I'm able to capture a moment in time, something that you can feel their energy in a certain photo, and you can look back at it millions of times and get that same feeling that you see in the photo. And I love capturing that for people because I just love to see their faces when they see the photos, or when they just remember a certain thought they had right in that moment. That's my favorite thing in the whole world. Just a glimpse of, you know, beauty. That is my favorite part of, you know, being a photographer. But anyways, let's get back to the point. So you're not just paying for photos, you know, you're paying for the quality. You're paying for the labor that we're doing. You're paying for our equipment. You're wearing down our equipment. And if we need to get more equipment just to fit your criteria of what you want. You're also paying for the location, because we gotta get to the location. You're paying for an all-day type of work, and I'm not saying just 8 hours. Weddings can go all day, from morning, from 5, 6, 7 a.m. to night. I'm talking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at night. And that's all day. That's like 12 hours or maybe more. You're also praying. I mean, if you want to pray. Also paying for the prints, people. A lot of people want prints. They don't just put it on the internet, you know, just to have and brag. No, weddings need prints. Different sizes, small, huge, on canvas, different types of material that it's printed on, to get that type of quality. And then you're paying for the framing as well. So for me, my pricing is actually the lowest that I will ever go. I probably will push it to $1,500 if it's someone that, you know, I really know, and someone I'm close to. But I don't think that I would go any lower than $1,500. This is why weddings are so expensive, and it is the most work when it comes to photography. You know, photographers, they are, no matter what type of photographer you are, if you're a landscape photographer, if you're a wedding photographer, you know, they will all say that weddings are really hard. And, you know, of course, for a person that does it on the daily and just, you know, gets used to it, of course, you're not going to say, oh, it's not that hard. But when you're not doing always weddings, it's complicated. And you have to always be careful too. I mean, I do contracts now. I do not do any photo shoot now without any contracts, because there's a lot of things that could happen legally. You know, with copyrights, with, you know, people not liking the photo and trying to sue you, you know, if it's with a company or a consumer. On my YouTube channel, because a lot of people I know, you know, want to do photography or are wondering, why do photographers actually do charge that much? You know, we don't just charge just because we want all the money. That money mainly goes to also our company. It goes through all the things that I listed. I'm so passionate about photography and graphic design so much that I want for you guys to know as well. Because, you know, one day when you get married and you wonder why, you know, photographers are charging up the yin yang like $3,000 or $4,000, these are the reasons. And there's more reasons too why photographers charge this much. My price is actually really cheap. I know in the state of Minnesota, I researched this a long time ago. I believe the lowest for photographers, I think, is like $2,000, no, $250, $2,500 or $3,000. So what I'm charging, plus what I also do on the, like, other than photography for graphic design, that's actually a really good price. You know, it's sad for me when I tell them my price and people, you know, get shut down. You know, they're like, why do you charge that much? Well, this is why I'm making the video. I try not to get discouraged now, because I mean, I always think about it this way. I'm not trying to be cocky or snobby with my quality of work. I just think that personally, I'm not trying to sound snobby or anything, but I take high quality in my work and I take it very seriously. And the way I price, you are gonna get what I'm asking for. I do very good work. I've been doing it for 13 years now, 12, 13 years. You know, if you're looking for a photographer, hit me up. Okay. I will definitely take care of you. That's a thing that I try to live by. And I also, within my work, I like to look at the beauty in everything that I come across, something behind my photography or design that I want to accomplish in every single person. And I want to build that seed in every person I come in contact with. I want to show God's love, and you know, that everyone is beautiful. that's something that I live by in AshstarPhotography design. I thought this would be a great video for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was very informational for you. I do have pricings. I did print out pricings listing. If you want to know, hit me up. But that's besides the point. I'm talking about wedding photography, and I hope this was information for you guys. So I'm gonna stop talking now because I just can't stop. Okay guys, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Bye.